Welcome, everyone. Today, I have the pleasure of sitting down with filmmaker and creator Duwayne Taylor, the creative force behind the upcoming AI live-action feature film, There's No Place Like Home. This is a project that blends drama, comedy, family, love, loss, and forgiveness into a story that's deeply personal to its creator. Duwayne, welcome. I'm excited to have you here. So let's start at the beginning. There's No Place Like Home. Where did the idea for this film come from?
Well, first, thank you for having me. There's No Place Like Home started from something very personal. A lot of the heart behind this movie comes from real memories, real emotions, and pieces of my own life. I wanted to take those experiences and build a story around family, relationships, loss, laughter, and what home really means. I wanted people to watch it and laugh, feel something, maybe even see a little bit of their own family in it.
You said something interesting there. Parts of the film come from your real life. Without giving away too much, how much of Duwayne Taylor is actually inside the character of Brolin Styles?
It's a great question. There are moments in Brolin's life that came straight from things I experienced growing up. So when you see young Brolin sitting in class, drawing it and passing it around, that's one of those memories I took right out of my childhood and put into the movie.
Wait a minute. So that drawing we see in the movie is based on an actual drawing you made as a kid?
Yeah, that's real. And that's what makes this movie special to me. I'm taking pieces of my memories and giving them another life through these characters. The film actually takes us back to when they were kids and their father was performing comedy. Right. Their father, Elmo Sr., is a comedian, and young Mo and Brolin sneak around to watch their dad perform at Brick's Comedy Club.
And years later, Mo becomes a comedian himself.
Exactly.
So when the audience sees adult Mo on stage, they already understand where that came from.
That was important to me. I didn't want somebody to just pop up and say, oh, Mo is a comedian. I wanted you to see where that seed was planted. He watched his father. He saw that stage. He saw people laughing. That stayed with him.
But underneath the comedy, this movie gets pretty heavy, especially when we get into Monica. And I want to be careful because we don't want to spoil the entire movie, but Monica isn't simply there to create a tragedy. You spend time letting the audience know her before that happens.
I needed people to know Monica. I needed them to see her friendship with Brolin, her relationship with Vincent, her personality, her pregnancy, everything. Because if I'm asking the audience to feel that loss later, I have to give them somebody worth missing.
That's powerful. Give them somebody worth missing.
Yeah, because that's how loss works in real life. You don't just miss the moment somebody left, you miss everything that came before it.
And Brolin carries that grief for a long time.
Too long.
And Siobhan finally calls him out on it.
Oh, she definitely does.
That argument between Brolin and Siobhan, she doesn't hold back.
No, and she shouldn't. Because she loves him, but she gets tired of watching him use Monica's death as a reason to stay emotionally stuck.
Brolin thinks he's honoring Monica by holding on to all that pain, but Siobhan is basically telling him, you're still alive, you have people here who love you, at some point you have to live. And that brings us right back to the title, There's No Place Like Home. Because the more you explain it, the less it sounds like the title is talking about a physical house. That's exactly it. So Duwayne, when somebody reaches the end of this movie, sits through that final scene, and those credits start rolling, what do you hope There's No Place Like Home leaves in their heart?
I hope people walk away thinking about the people they love. I hope they think about family, forgiveness, second chances, and maybe somebody watches it and realizes there's a phone call they need to make, somebody they need to forgive, or somebody they simply need to tell them I love you. Because at the end of the day, that's really what home means to me. Home is love. Home is family. Home is those people who stay with you even when life gets complicated.
And you've taken that message and created something in a very different way. You call this an AI live action vision. Talk to me about that, because you didn't have a traditional Hollywood studio sitting behind you.
What? No,
Definitely not.
Exactly. And people probably don't realize how much work goes into that. You might create something and think, okay, that's it. Then you look at it again and say, nope, his shirt is wrong. Her hair changed. That character looks too old. That background doesn't match.
And sometimes fix it again and again.
Because continuity still matters even when you're creating with AI. That was one of the biggest things for me. I wanted these characters to feel like the same people from scene to scene. I wanted the audience to forget about the technology after a while and just get caught up in the story.
That's interesting because there's so much conversation right now about AI and filmmaking.
But listening to you, AI isn't the storyteller. No, it's a tool.
You're the storyteller.
Exactly. The technology can help me create the image, but it doesn't know why that image matters to me. It doesn't know the memory behind a scene. It doesn't know why Brolin reacts a certain way or why something from his childhood comes back later.
And you're wearing a lot of hats on this project: creator, writer, filmmaker, editor, and you're also playing Brolin Styles.
Yeah. Brolin is close to me, so I knew what I wanted from him emotionally.
You also brought other performers into this world. Nova Madison plays Siobhan, and comedian Muhammad plays Mo.
Right.
Was it important to you that even though you're using AI technology to build this world,
There are still real people and real performances at the foundation of these characters? Very important. I wanted personality. I wanted emotion. I wanted these characters to feel alive. Technology is helping me tell the story, but there are still human beings and human experiences behind it.
and then there's Chicago.
Chicago is all through it. Not just as a location. No, it's part of the personality of the movie. The neighborhoods, the family humor, the way people talk to each other, the comedy, the relationships, that feeling of growing up around people who know you and your family. I wanted that flavor in there.
Now, I have to ask you this. There's drama, there's romance, there's grief, there's comedy, there's suspense, there are family secrets, there's even some action in here.
Everything. I want you laughing 1 minute, then I want you saying, hold on, what just has happened? Then maybe something hits you emotionally. That's life. Life doesn't stay in one genre.
I like that. And without spoiling anything, there's also a darker storyline involving Blade Brown and the history of Brick's Comedy Club.
Yeah, and I definitely don't want to give that away.
I knew you were going to say that. But would it be fair to say that some things we see early in the film become much more important later?
Oh, absolutely. Pay attention. Even the little things, especially the little things.
Okay, everybody heard him. I tried. Get one day. He's not.
Nope.
Before I let you go, I want to ask you about the person watching this interview who has their own idea.
First and foremost, put God first in whatever you do. Maybe they want to make a movie. Maybe they want to write a book, record music, paint, start a business. Whatever it is that they keep telling themselves, I don't have enough money. I don't have the equipment. I don't know the right people. I'll do it someday.
One last question.
Let's do it.
When you finally sit down to watch the completed version of There's No Place Like Home and see the words created by Duwayne Taylor on that screen, what do you think that moment is going to feel like?
Man, I think I'm just going to sit there for a minute.
Because I'll know everything it took to get there. Every scene I changed, every time something didn't work, every late night, every idea, every memory I put into it. And I'll probably think about the people who inspired parts of this story too, especially the ones who aren't here anymore.
So yeah, I think that moment is going to hit me. But mostly, I'll be proud that I didn't just talk about doing it. I finished it.
We've been talking with filmmaker and creator Duwayne Taylor about his AI live-action feature film, There's No Place Like Home, a story about family, friendship, love, grief, laughter, forgiveness, and ultimately finding your way back home. Duwayne, congratulations on bringing your vision to life, and thank you for sharing some of the story behind the story with us.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.